you don't decide to become an artist. It chooses you. You're going to be an artist. No amount of teaching, no amount of saying, I will be an artist and buying expensive equipment and going to workshops and things is going to make you an artist. You can't make that decision for yourself. It really comes from somewhere else. I'm not sure where that is. And I was the fortunate one to be chosen.
Born in 1952 to Branko and Magdalena, Josef Zbukvic's childhood began in the rural cornfields of Croatia on a small farm that was bustling with family. While he paints an endless variety of subjects, there's no doubt his love of equine art was born from his experiences on the farm. Josef's grandmother Anna influenced him greatly as well, teaching him life lessons that have inspired his work ethic to this day. With no concept of art instruction, as a child, Josef would draw with and on anything he could find, using broken bits of brick on footpaths, for example. Later, what one could refer to as his art education, Josef accompanied his grandmother as she cleaned the homes of the wealthy. Still a young boy, he would browse through art books on the shelves and admire paintings on the walls, realizing he wanted to create art, but not yet knowing how. As a teen, Josef was teased by his peers, who spent their money on cigarettes and the like, while he chose to buy brushes, gouache, and paper. At the age of 18, Josef's family moved to Australia, where his father encouraged him to study art instead of languages at the university. It was there that he discovered watercolor, in a chance lesson during a course on industrial design. With that single introduction on how to do a wash, simply to add color to one's design concepts, Josef was initiated into what he refers to as this magic medium. It was enough to get him hooked. That same day, after class in 1972, Josef drove into the countryside and painted his first watercolor. It was a simple painting of a cottage that marked the beginning of his journey. Not long after, in 1974, during his university courses, Josef received his first major art award, the Choreo Council Art Award. After graduating, he worked as an art therapist at an experimental drug and alcohol dependency clinic. He took up full-time painting in 1978, working his way to become the internationally known artist he is today. One of Josef's mainstays in his art studio is Gigi, an 11-year-old cat that found her way into his life and his heart as a birthday gift. Many people don't realize that Josef creates the majority of his works in plein air, adding final touches in the studio in what he refers to as French polishing. When venturing out to paint on location, Josef often drives his 1956 Triumph, which he has owned since 1974. He likes to think of it as his office. Josef has had more than 50 solo exhibitions in Australia, the United Kingdom, the United States, and recently China, where watercolor reigns. In his 40-year career, he has won more than 200 major awards, including the coveted gold medal for the best painting of the show at the Camberwell Rotary Art Exhibition in 2001, 2003, and 2004. And in 2014, his work received recognition as Best of Show at the Zbukvic Biennial International Watercolor Competition. A highly respected and sought-after teacher, Josef has produced 5 top-selling instructional videos and has published a book titled Atmosphere and Mood in Watercolor. Included in his accomplishments are his 2 daughters, Isabel and Rachel, of whom he is very proud. Recently, Josef was part of the 25th anniversary of the Winterludes, a group of talented artists, including Herman Pikel, Patrick Carroll, Nick Canosa, and Alvaro Castagnet. They gather annually and travel the world to paint and socialize together. The value of these friendships cannot be underestimated. Josef's works are known for expressing a certain atmosphere or mood. He somehow captures the energy of a place, allowing the watercolor to work through him, as if he is a vessel for the art itself, working almost subconsciously, giving his will to the paint while surrounded by nature herself.
I wake up and I paint, and I don't let anything else get in front of me.
It is our pleasure to honor Josef Zbukvic with the Plein Air Magazine Lifetime Achievement Award.
Kelly's going to say a couple of words, and then we want you to come over and say something. And we have a plaque for you somewhere. I just don't know where it is.
I've got it.
Oh, you've got it. Oh, terrific. Come on up here.
All I'll add is that in my career, I've had the opportunity to speak to a lot of watercolor artists. And whenever I asked who they were most inspired by or who most influenced them, without a doubt, the contemporary painter that came up most often was Joseph Zbukvic. And it's my honor, really, to be here tonight when you're awarded this Lifetime Achievement Award.
Just say a few words.
Okay, well, Joe has stolen all my words, so I can't tell you anything new. Look, I am just bewildered by this, and the main thing that comes to mind is this wonderful enthusiasm that you folks have. We spend so much time what we call whinging in Australia. They should do this, they should do that. You just do it, and you're happy to do it, and you do it together, and it all grows like a rose or something. It's just fantastic to see. So congratulations to all of you. But I thank you for this. This will hold a treasure place, and I'm honoured greatly. Thank you very much.
Oh, terrific. Thank you.